The principal police teacher, good morning. Morning, madam. Praise the Lord. Amen. How are you this morning? Yes, we bless God for the gift of life that He has given to us and given an opportunity to meet in the GMC, isn't it? Yeah, it is not a normal thing. It takes the hand of God for us to be protected and be kept at this moment. So I do not want to go into much. We have our speaker who is ready with us. So I'll call upon you to cooperate. Those people that have notebooks, which is a requirement, and so you not something that you have. Are we not? So today we have Mr. Kitoi, who is going to speak to us. He will open to us the topic of the day. So please, I would want us to give him 3 credit class if you can do. Alafu itakuwa sawa. Haya, tusigue kwanza. Haya, 1, 2, 3. Karibu.
School principal, colleague teachers and students. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning once again.
Morning, sir.
First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Almighty for the gift of life and also for the far He has brought us as the fraternity of St. John, Savannah. We should not take it for granted because it was not a must for us to be here today, but it is because of His grace. Indio. So, student, today, I'm very honored and delighted to speak to you. We want to discuss, and the topic of today is academic prowess. Right, academic prowess. I see some of you murmuring like spelling, and yet you are high school student. You are a high school student and you not a spelling of prowess. Actually, this is a continuing process. So, students, when we talk about the academic prowess, we don't view education just only in the aspect of getting good grades. We view our education, or rather learning, as a process whereby we gain knowledge, skill, discipline, and the state of our mindset. So, right, academic prowess is gaining of knowledge. Academic prowess is the gaining of knowledge, skill, discipline, and your mindset towards your study. You know, students, most of the time, students get confused to view education in such a manner that if you gain the best and quality grades, you assume that you have achieved in your education. Education, if you have the good grades that you can attain without your own self-discipline, without your right mindset, you have not done anything that will earn you credit in future. So that's why today we are talking about education and academic prowess. You need to be well-centered in your education. And more so in academics, when you have discipline. And remember, discipline, start with your own self. You cannot purport to respect me, yet you don't respect yourself. As a student, respect yourself, and you can respect yourself by doing the right thing at the right time without supervision. Just be self-driven students. And also I'm here to tell you that for you to achieve the academic prowess, it's not a luck or a gift, but it's a choice. It is your own personal decision to decide that today you want to change. And if you will change from today, you shut off all your negative things that has been holding you back to achieve your academic prowess, believe me not, you are going to prosper because it is intrinsic thinking from your own self. You have self-realized that indeed you are moving in the wrong direction and this is the right time for you to change. So when under this academic prowess, I normally encourage students to see themselves as the key aspect in achieving academic prowess. In such a manner that this education you are studying, the most person who will be benefit from your education is you yourself. It's not your parents, not your guardians, or the school. It is your personal achievement. So take this education much serious because it will have impact in your life. As far as it will also benefit other people, but probably around 80% of the impact will be beneficial to you yourself. So students, let us talk about the aspects that can lead you to academic prowess. What are some of these things that will help you to achieve this academic prowess? And the good news is that these aspects that can lead you to academic prowess are things that you know, but maybe in one way or another, you are not enlightened how to use them. Number one, the power of discipline. The power of discipline. Student, when we say the power of the discipline, we just view discipline as one of the aspects that can lead to your academic prowess in such a manner that if you have discipline, and actually this has been researched, that discipline always beats talent. Because if you have a talent, but you are not working hard toward it, then you will become a failure. We shall not recognize your talent. But if you have discipline in all of your undertakings, you are going to prosper academically and all other standard fields. Let me tell you one thing, student. If you are disciplined enough, it doesn't matter how you perform in the learning situation or arena. But your personal discipline can take you to places. I want you to imagine this situation that after Form 4, when you finish your Form 4, you are the most disciplined student. But also respecting the fact that you are not such a bright student. Maybe you never scored the university entry grade. But indeed, the school remembers you as the most disciplined student. And the opportunity arises. Will you think the school will consider the person who was not disciplined to offer him or her opportunity, or it will consider you who was the disciplined student? What is your opinion on that? What do you think? Correct. The school will consider a student who was disciplined because The school will also not need to be embarrassed. They cannot give out or recommend a person whom his or her behaviors were wanting. They know that that person will destroy the school's reputation. So it is also the goal of a school to give out a person who is more disciplined to protect the reputation of this school. And also under the power of discipline, I want you students to remember that success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines. Practice every day these disciplines. And when you are here as a student, I have said success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practicals that you practice every day. So when you are here as a student and the teachers on duty, they are keeping on reminding you that movement is by running. It is your personal decision as a student to take that as your routine, the routine of the school, to practice movement by running. That is one way to show that indeed you are disciplined. But now we have said that we have language policy in school. But you want to show us how you are well versed in your first language. This is not the best place to demonstrate to us that indeed you are best first in your first language. Just follow the school language policy, and by following the school language policy is the one way of encouraging your discipline. Number two aspect of academic prowess is setting realistic and smart goals. Setting realistic and smart goals. You know, students, most of the time, many students fail to excel in exams or their studies, not just because that they are not intelligent, but just because they don't accept the reality in their academic arena. As you have been always told that we respect the fact that entry behavior also matters. That's why in this school, you are being asked to calculate your mean of marks that you join this school, so that it will help you to set your own target. And when you set your own targets and goals, let it be realistic. Don't be a student whose your entry behavior, for example, is of mean of C minus. And yet in your target, you are too much over ambitious. We respect the fact that you need to be ambitious, but sometimes you should not be over ambitious. You came with an entry behavior of C minus, and you are telling us that your target is to score A minus. Is that really realistic? Everything is a process, and I will always encourage you students to trust that process. We respect the fact that if you scored C minus as your entry behavior, if you have a target of C plain or C plus, that is realistic. That is within your range. You can still achieve that. And even you can still achieve more than beyond that, just if you follow the due process. But it's not a walk in the park whereby you can wake up one day and say, since I am a student, and we have also my classmate who is scoring B plus, and my entry behavior is D plus, so I want to beat him or defeat him or her in class. I want to promise you today that it is also that realistic. Indeed, you can. You have the power and capability of defeating him or her in class. But also remember, for you to defeat him or her in that class, you need to pay the price. You need to pay the price for that. For him or her to be position 1, it wasn't just a luck or a walk in the park. He sacrificed his or her time to work hard in order to attain that position. So I want to encourage you also to compete. For example, in your class, if you have a person who has been leading you all along from Form 1 up until Form 4, Form 3, or Form 2 right now, just go and challenge yourself. And I want you to be realistic in your own mind that it is true that this person has been leading us, but now it is my opportunity. Children, I want to empower you. Just trust in yourself that it is now your opportunity. And let me tell you, nobody has the better version of you. It is only just you who has the better version of yourself. Nobody was born a lesser person. All of us, we are capable of achieving this success. And we cannot achieve this success without sacrifice. Nothing comes in the silver plate. Anything in this life, for us to achieve it, we need to pay its own price. And for you to become the best student, not only in this school, but also around this county, you need to pay that price. And the good news is, you have what it takes for you to become the best student. Just use your time well as a student. Avoid this kind of like distractions. You know, I see you, most of you, for example, when I interact with you during the P or life skill lessons, you are much conversant about the things that can distract you more than the things that can help to mentor you. Sometimes I wonder why, but I respect the fact that you are growing. And being growing, it has its own negative setbacks and its own positive. So I want you from today henceforth to focus on things that will add value in your academics. You know, I see some of you asking me some of the ridiculous questions that, you know, teacher, we are seeing you as teachers, respect the fact that you are our age mates, but you are having a phone online every now and then. But my question is, for you to reach where I am today, personally, I never reached here by luck or a gift. Nobody gifted me a position to be a teacher. I paid that price to be a teacher. And there is no shortcut. There's no shortcut in this life to achieve anything you want. But anybody can be somebody who or she admire or dream to be. So student, my advice is that if you trust the process and you work hard and you pay the price that can accord you that discipline, probably you will achieve your goals. So just set goals that are realistic. Number 3, ask for help when you need it. Always ask for the help when you need it. And here, students, let me give you this just to remind you something. We as teachers, most so some of us who are on the school practice, the main aim why we are here is just to help you. It doesn't matter that I'm your subject teacher. If you are a student, for example, of English and literature, it doesn't matter that I'm your teacher of that subject. Just come and consult. Learning is a continuous process. Don't be limited. Always ask. And when you ask something that you don't know, it doesn't mean that you are a fool. It just shows that you are concerned and you want to know about it. So I want to encourage you, students, feel free. Use this opportunity. Many other schools, they don't have many teachers as we have been blessed with. So grab this opportunity. Use these teachers. Let it not be the reason for you not to scoring good grades just because you are not consulting. Just consult. Inquire from these teachers. They know better. They know more. You know, I will not be happy to come in this school, attend my lessons, and go and sit in that office without any consultation, and I assume that all my students are well. I'm encouraging you today, if you don't have the mentality of consulting, please start from today. Not only to me, but all these teachers that you see in this compound, they will always create time for you. They will help you where necessary. They will advise you. They will help to change your mentality, the way you view education. And I started saying, but I said that education, we don't view it only by getting good grades, but it is all about skill, discipline, and mindset. And let me tell you, students, your mindset is what is more important. If you don't, your mindset tells you that you don't need to consult. And indeed, in real sense, you should consult. And consulting, as I have said, it doesn't show that you are inferior. It's just an opportunity to enlighten your knowledge, to add on what you have. So always as students, feel free to consult from teachers. And even you can do it from within yourself. You know, your fellow students can freely explain to you much better in a language that you can understand better than you consult in teachers. So embrace teamwork. As an Englishman used to say that nobody has achieved any success alone. And it is true. I am a live testimony. Also, I was a student like you. Just 6 years ago, I was in high school in Form 2, 6 years ago. And in my school also, I never used to be the best student or among the best students. In fact, I have a testimony. In Form 2, I used to have a calculator. But by just, I could not have used it well because I was not conversant with it. So our mathematics teacher was so very tough to us. And it forced me to donate that calculator for the person who can operate it well, so that I can avoid that distraction. But during my free time, I used to go to consult from him how to use calculators. So this is a testimony to you students. It doesn't matter where you are now. You can still achieve it if you show your passion and determination to achieve it. Nothing is impossible in this life. And if you believe in God, we have a famous quote that says that God can make a nobody to somebody in front of everybody without consulting anybody. Let me repeat. God can make a nobody person to somebody in front of everybody without consulting anybody. God has plan for each and every person. Even if you are here as a student, God has your own plan. And your plan that God has for you, it is totally different with other person. So, always trust in God. Because also in the Bible, it is written that the plans that God has for you, not to harm you, but nobody can destroy those plans that God has for you. So one of the plans that God has for you is by giving you opportunity to be in high school. I normally tell my students whom we do interact that it is not a must for you to be in this high school. We have many students that have not been given this opportunity to be where you are. So always use this opportunity well. As you are here, remember you are representing your family and your village. All eyes of the village is upon you. So I'm encouraging you students, don't let your family and your village down. And the only way you should not do by letting them down is by taking your academics more seriously. Avoid these distractions. As I have said, everything is a process. For you to own a phone, Time will come. What is the essence of you now having a phone in school? It will not help you anything related to academics. And after this institution, can you imagine, after here when you join any institution of higher learning, a phone, it will be one of the instruments that will use to facilitate your education. So as now, as a restriction, but when you at first, you will be used as an instrument to facilitate your education. So I'm encouraging you, when you pass the examination, you will no longer become the child of your parents. In fact, all of us, we will join together to own your success. But if you will fail exams, believe me not, you will only remain to be a child of your own parent. Nobody will admire to associate him or herself with you, because you will be termed as a failure. But if you succeed in your academics, all of us, we shall rally behind you as our daughter or our son, or our brother or our sister. But if you fail, believe me not, you will be distressed by even those people whom you cannot imagine that can run away from you. So students, use this opportunity as your cornerstone. Use this opportunity to change your life. I want you in just 2 minutes to close your eyes and imagine your home setup. I want you to go with me to your home in imagination. Just close your eyes and assume that you are moving out of this school gate. All of us, let's bow our head down and close our eyes and imagine that we are going back home in our families. Yeah, just bow your head down and let us move out of the school gate. Let's assume we are moving to our home. Yeah, let's assume that now we have reached in our home. Let us see the house of our parents. Let's assume we have reached home and let us see the house of our parents. Let us see the bed that we normally sleep on. Or anywhere in that room that we sleep in. Let us see that room. Let us see that now we are waking up, we are coming to school, we are dressing up. We have arrived in the school gate. I want you now to open your eyes. Now that image that you have created in your mind of your family, I want you to be realistic because I don't know your family or your home. You are the person who know better about yourself. Now that image that you have seen in your family, you are here for 4 years. After 4 years, what are some plans you have to change that family you have seen in your imagination? Are you comfortable with the house of your parents? Are you comfortable with the place you sleep? Now the decision is in your hand. It is you now to make that decision, to change the fate of your family. And I have said that the good news is that all of these things are possible. These things are possible if you believe in yourself, if you work hard to change them. Let me tell you, almost all of us, we never come from the well-off family, but it's because that we understood that our family surroundings is not better. That's why we decided to work hard. Here where we are trying our level best to change the fate of our family. And I want to encourage you also to join us to change our family and our society in general. And as I have been always telling you, the good news is that all of these things is possible. We can indeed change these things in one condition, if we accept to pay the price. And to pay this price, for you as a student, just concentrate on your academics. Just work hard in your studies. Work smart. Avoid this distraction. And this distraction, it's not only about the noise around the compound. Also, we have what we call mental distraction. Mental distraction is this kind of a distraction whereby you are here physically as a person or as a student, but you're mentally is still back home. You are thinking about how you will use your phone. You need to change that distraction because it will affect you. You will not concentrate. You will not find time to consult. You will not find time to do what we call personal study. So students, let it be today your turning point. Make decision. You have seen the picture of your family, the house of your parents, your own place where you do sleep. If it is not better, if it is not that what you admire your children to sleep on, please, I'm encouraging you as your elder brother. Make that decision. Change your life. And always remember, for you to do that, you need to pay the price. And can you imagine it is possible for you to pay that price? Just work hard. Just focus on your studies. Avoid these distractions. For now, it will not make sense for you to start engaging in romantic relationship. It will not make sense for you because as you have been always told that these things are there. It is nature. Nobody will take it away from you. But just do it at the right time. And I'm convinced that now for you, it's not the right time. Just focus in your study. You have been given this opportunity to enlighten yourself in academics. Have knowledge. Have knowledge. And that is why the reason why we are arranging for such a kind of these talks is just to encourage you that your dreams are valid, but with conditions. Because each and everybody, we do believe that he or she has her or his personal dreams. And we are here to encourage you that you can still achieve your dreams, but in condition that you must pay the price for that or for those dreams that you have. And the price is just simple. It is step by step. Just be disciplined, just work hard, just excel in your study. And let me tell you one story. When I finished my Form 4, of course, and I have shared this story with some of the students that we have interacted in life skill and PE. When I finished my Form 4, I scored a grade that I was not expecting it. But all of a sudden, my family was so very proud of me because in their own views, they thought I have achieved my best. But I was aiming higher than that. So with that regard, I was also forced to accept my results because I had achieved. Even not to my expectation, but it was assumed that I have excelled. So that indicates that when you pass an examination, you will not own that victory alone. The entire community will team up for you. They will see you as their own child. Nobody will discriminate you that you are coming from that particular home or house. When you succeed, everybody will unite behind you. But let me tell you a reality. If you fail an exam, believe me not, that result will be only for you and your house, your family, your mother and your father, or your sibling. Nobody will like to associate him or her with you because they will term you as a failure. And let me tell you, failure will keep you humble. You will not have any what we call bargaining power. You will be humbled. You will not be able to speak in front of people because what will you tell them? And yet you yourself, you are a failure. So to avoid such a kind of embarrassment, that is the reason to why we are holding such a kind like this conversation. We want to tell you the reality that these things are possible, just in the condition that you work hard. The last aspect of academic prowess is believe in yourself. belief in yourself. And under belief in yourself, student, you need to know that the biggest obstacle for the academic prowess is self-doubt. If you yourself as a student, you cannot believe in yourself, how can I believe in you that you can make it? It starts with you. If you believe in yourself that indeed, I personally, I can do it, it will also invite me to believe in you that indeed, you can do it. So believing in yourself is one of the most critical aspects that will help you to prosper in academic prowess. Just create that positive attitude towards yourself. You are a student and yet you don't like yourself. That is the first indicator of failure. You are inviting failure in your way. Just believe in yourself. Just show yourself that indeed I can do better. And everybody, it is the dream of everybody to aspire to be better than he was yesterday. Even me, it's my dream that tomorrow I will be better than the way I am today. So that's why I believe in myself that I will still make it in my life. No matter the circumstance, I must keep on fighting. I will never give up. In fact, giving up is not among my phrases in my life. You as a student who want to achieve the academic prowess, you should do away with phrases that will keep negativity in your mind. Like, in this life now I feel like giving up. You should shun away from those phrases. Just be a person who is positive in his life. Just show your positivity in your undertakings. When you do your assignment, show us that you are positive. Even if you don't know something, but just show us your effort that I can indeed tackle this with my knowledge. But this mentality of teachers giving you an assignment and you fail to attempt to it, we shall now treat it in another way around that you are ignorant. And as I've been always telling you students that ignorant is a sin. And a sin is always punished. I will not tolerate you if I have given an assignment and you fail to do. Just because you don't know, but you have also not tried. Just try and I can correct you. But if you ignore that an assignment, then I will treat it as ignorant. And I will punish you for that. I will not compromise for that. And those students that I normally teach, they understand me better. Because it is my duty here to mentor you, not to spoil you. If I'm giving you instruction and you are failing it, and I'm forgiving you, that is a sin that I'm committing. One day I will be held accountable for that. So students, as you believe in yourself, just trust that you can do better. And for you to do better, you need to tell yourself that you are capable and you are enough of doing it. Just view yourself as self-centered person, as a person who can do and achieve anything he or she wants. In conclusion, as I conclude under academic prowess, I want to remind you that academic prowess, it is not a dream. It is a decision. In fact, a radical decision that you need to make it in everything you choose to do. Instead of not listening, just listen more to the people who are there to help you. If it is the issue of consulting, just keep on interrupting these teachers to gain more knowledge, because their core role to why they are here is to assist you to gain more knowledge. And lastly, for you to achieve this academic prowess, we need to maintain the high level of discipline. Discipline is the epicenter of all these things. You cannot achieve your success in your life without being disciplined. And let us view discipline in its own holistic view. Discipline is not just being humble. You know, many people they tend to confuse between discipline and humble. If you are humble, it doesn't give you a chance to be fully disciplined student. Disciplined student is a student who knows how to use his or her time well, obey all the instruction, and more importantly, doing the right thing at the right time in the right manner. For the interest of time, we shall create more time and share these things. But for now, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm impressed with the because most of our clients have the notebook. I suppose whatever you have and it will break you. So it's unfortunate that some of the boys around